Life Audio.
Welcome to the Crosswalk Devotional. We're glad to have you listening with us. Today's topic is about worrying. We'll return with the devotional after a brief message from one of our sponsors.
Who are the leaders that change the world? They're fathers and mothers. They're innovators and business owners. They're people willing to take risks and believe. They strive toward a goal with purpose, willing to sacrifice in order to build something greater. This is what you can expect with our exceptional degree programs. Equip yourself with the skills and Christian character that prepares you to lead with significance. Say yes to your purpose. Visit regent.edu/learn more.
This is the smell of the leftover tuna fish sandwich you left in your lunchbox over the weekend in a wimpy trash bag.
Wimpy, wimpy, wimpy!
Blech! And this is the smell of that same sandwich in a hefty, ultra-strong trash bag.
Hefty, hefty, hefty!
Ah, smell the difference? Hefty Ultra Strong has Arm & Hammer with continuous odor control, so no matter what's inside your trash, you can stay one step ahead of stinky. And for bigger jobs, try the superior strength of Hefty Large Black Bags.
Stop Worrying About Tomorrow. Written by Clarence L. Haynes Jr. Read by Leah Arthur. Therefore, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own. Matthew 6:34. On Monday, July 16, 2012, I was on a conference call along with approximately 100 of my work colleagues. During this call, the regional vice president got on the phone and announced that as of this Friday, you will no longer be employed. Needless to say, all the people on the call were in complete shock. In 2017, I was visiting my mom's house with my son, and suddenly he started trembling uncontrollably because he had a high fever. We were unsure of what was going on, so we called 911 and had him taken to the emergency room. That one trip to the emergency room turned into a month-long stay in the hospital. Why am I telling you these things? The reason is that in both instances, they caused me to worry. If I were to ask you right now, what are you worried about? What would it be? Some of you may be worried about the economy and rising inflation, which are making everything more expensive. Others are worried about their future, wondering if you will ever be able to retire. Still others are worried about what is happening in our society and what our nation will look like in the years to come. Whether your worries are like these or they are entirely different, we have an instruction here that we simply cannot overlook. We should not be worried about tomorrow. What causes worry? When you strip away all the things that can lead to worry in your life, they all point to the same cause, which is uncertainty. If you have confidence in a plan for how things are going to work out, chances are your anxiety levels go way down. If you are unsure about what will happen and don't see the way forward, the natural inclination is to worry. When I lost my job and when my son was sick, I was uncertain of the next steps, which made me anxious and nervous about tomorrow. When you don't know what lies ahead, or if this is the first time you have walked a certain path, it can lead to concern, which gives birth to worry. That's why Jesus telling us not to worry about tomorrow makes perfect sense, yet we find it difficult to do. Even more so when we don't know what is going to happen tomorrow. How then can we look the realities of life straight on and not be worried? We find the answer to the question in the previous verse. But seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well. Matthew 6:33. I can say with almost 100% certainty, if you are worried about tomorrow, you are not seeking the kingdom of God today. The reason seeking the kingdom of God is so crucial is seeking his kingdom means you are seeking his wisdom, his provision, his protection, his peace, and his will. Placing your trust in him for your tomorrow helps you know how to live today. Failure to do this produces worry, which does not help you face the challenges of today and does nothing to prepare you for the obstacles that lie ahead. I can assure you, God is not worried about tomorrow, and if your trust is in Him, then you don't have to be either. Don't be a worrier, be a seeker. Jesus never said we would not have difficulties. He said He doesn't want you worrying about them. The only way not to do this is by seeking His kingdom first. When you do this, you find God has more than enough supply to meet whatever the demand is you will face tomorrow. God doesn't want you worrying about tomorrow because He needs you present in today. When you worry, you often make poor decisions, and it is those choices you make today that will affect your tomorrow. Worry produces fear, and fear paralyzes you so that you become ineffective today and unprepared for tomorrow. So, let's do what Jesus said and not worry about tomorrow. Instead, let's seek God today. As you find refuge in Him, you discover He has already made provision for tomorrow, so you can set all your worries aside and rest easy today. Intersecting faith and life. Situations in life don't change because you worry about them. They change because you pray about them. When worry is present, usually prayer is absent. For further reading, verses to overcome worry and anxiety. How do we not worry about tomorrow? And 5 reasons you are full of worry and how to stop.
The Crosswalk Devotional is a production of Life Audio and Salem Media. If you liked what you heard today, please take a second to rate and review this podcast in your favorite podcast app so that more listeners like you can find the show. For more faith-filled, inspirational podcasts, visit us at lifeaudio.com.
This is the smell of the leftover tuna fish sandwich you left in your lunchbox over the weekend in a wimpy trash bag.
Wimpy, wimpy, wimpy!
Blech! And this is the smell of that same sandwich in a hefty, ultra-strong trash bag.
Hefty, hefty, hefty!
Ah, smell the difference? Hefty Ultra Strong has Arm & Hammer with continuous odor control, so no matter what's inside your trash, you can stay one step ahead of stinky. And for bigger jobs, try the superior strength of Hefty Large Black Bags.